So as we relax into this upcoming meditation, don't you find it quite amazing how you immediately experience the shift in energy within you as the higher beings that are working with us, the Arcturians of course, immediately connect when they are invited. So we feel this pulsing energy moving through our bodies. Quite an intense spiritual energy that is more intense, let's say, than we have yet experienced. We are, of course, learning to work without effort, to know that you cannot go out to get it, but must move within to allow it to be received. Feel how open your crown is. Not something you can do, something that takes place for you. Allowing the light of your higher self, your soul, from your soul star chakra above your head, to be able to flow into the physical. And as we all become aware of our breath, we move into greater relaxation within the body. This gradually allows balance to return within us. And the Arcturians are already present with you, assisting that return to inner balance and harmony as they adjust your energy bodies and cleanse your aura. And you start to be able to feel your aura, the energy field around you. And the more deeply you relax, the more you surrender. The more you allow, the more you are able to receive. And you can focus upon the area in your body of your high heart. You cannot try to open your heart. You cannot try to feel love. It is given by grace, but you can place your focus there. Breathe into your high heart and allow your heart to soften as you become soft and gentle within. You can become more sensitive, more delicate. You see, lack of love is there because of all the self-criticism, all the negative self-talk. And when we move out of the ego mind into the space within, it's more silent. It's not talking and criticizing. It's simply at peace. This peace within is who we truly are. And we can begin to experience the difference between when I am in my true self and when I am in my conditioned human mind, which is where my ego takes place. So I want to be in that stillness within, the peace within, as I ask for the energy of peace. The energy of peace descends through dimensions from one of the Elohim, and it is a universal energy which can be called on, which we can ask for. So let us all now receive this energy of peace which is being transmitted to us. You cannot get it. You can simply rest within, and it will be received. And there are no thoughts or ideas or beliefs or programs here. But as we simply allow this space to expand within us, we find a deep knowing. The heart knows. And we learn to trust this knowing. And this knowing, which you may call knowledge, is without words. It has no words. You can bring the peace through your whole body, down into your foundation, your pelvic area, and rest in peace within the body, within the third dimension. And yet, you are in this world, but not of it. Allow yourselves to experience this detachment or non-attachment, as you may wish to call it, to the third dimensional world, where you are simply the observer of it. As you feel the light within, No, this light is who you are. You are light. You are love. For you are your consciousness. I am. So the identification with the body diminishes. And as you rest in your light, the experience becomes ever more blissful. And you can choose bliss. You can choose love. You can choose joy. Negative thoughts and emotions can simply fall away, for you are rising above them. You rise, of course, in frequency. As you move above the vibration of negativity, you come into a frequency where those lower thoughts and emotions do not exist. You find yourself in a place where all is peace, no conflict, acceptance, silence, bliss and love and joy. And this is the place where you find freedom from yourself. But you must choose it. It's always easier to choose attachment to the lower. But the more time we spend in our light, the less appealing the lower becomes, and we find that we do not really wish to indulge. It It is so divine, so peaceful. Everything goes in cycles, of course, and the upward process is like a spiral. So sometimes you are at the front and sometimes you are at the back. So when you are overstimulated, you simply accept. You call to the violet flame, if you wish, to continue its transmutation, and you know that you will return to the front of the spiral again. No point fighting with ourselves. Everything is as it is, and acceptance of what is the quickest and best way that it can be transmuted. It transmutes of itself in the higher frequency of love and acceptance. And when we are in this place of expanded consciousness, we can continue to allow further and further expansion, being lifted from above and also moving upwards to receive it. How far does your consciousness expand? Into the fifth dimension, or close to it. And out into the galaxy. As you float upon the sea of consciousness, infinite and eternal, ever expanding. And we know ourselves to be so much more than the human mind, the human ego. You no longer need to be attached, identified with thoughts and emotions. They are simply who you once thought you were. is such a tiny part of the whole. And your higher self, wishing to merge into the physical, is so happy to see lower thoughts and feelings moving out of you, being released, no longer wanted, that you free your attachment to them. And peace grows within. And we cherish the moments of bliss, of peace. And if able to remain in this high frequency, you would be in bliss and peace, while in a third dimensional body. The earth plane would take on such a different perspective. And this is what is available to us if we choose to step into it, for it will always be our choice. So we are very, very needed at this time. To be in our light, in the highest frequency we are able, within our I Am presence. We know that awareness of the breath and relaxation into the body will assist us in moving within and asking the higher realms to lift us up. Because we need to channel our light, anchoring it into the earth, grounding it, and allowing the light to move through Gaia's crystalline grid. For this is why we are needed, to maintain the stability in the world. We stay within as the outer world may collapse. It is probably the most important time there has ever been. And we are strong enough And we have been given the activations that we need. So we learn to live a third-dimensional human life as an ascended master. This is what is needed from us, what is required for the future of the earth and all its light. We are supported by Gaia, by the Arcturians, and any higher being we wish to call upon. Many angels are around each one of us, and when called upon, they are here to support us and to lead us into the fifth dimension. So feel the light within you. Feel your true self. Your I am. And it was almost as if you fade away into the universal, divine oneness of consciousness from Source. So spend a few minutes in your divine self, in this blanket of peace. And allow peace to move through you, through Gaia's crystalline grid, to humanity, as we ask the Elohim of peace to bring down peace around the entire planet, as we ourselves fill with peace.